Today we're going to learn how to draft the pattern for this stunning and timeless dress. Yes, I'm talking about the elegant V-neck bodycon dress that has always been a favorite in the fashion world. It's chic, flattering, and perfect for almost every occasion. And the best part? You can sew it yourself. Honestly, can you even walk into a wedding or a party in this dress and not steal the spotlight? It's classy, it's elegant, and it gives you that unforgettable main character vibe. And the best part? This design turns heads in any color you choose. So if you're ready, grab your fabric, get your pattern paper out, and let's create this show-stopping dress together. This is a midi length dress, which means it falls below the knee but above the ankle. It's a very classy length that flatters most body shapes. This dress is versatile. You can wear it to cocktail parties, weddings, date nights, or even formal work events. Just by changing your accessories, you can go from elegant daytime look to glamorous evening style. The best fabrics for this design are medium-weight, stretchy materials. Think about fabrics like ponte knit, scuba crepe, stretch cotton, or even a high-quality jersey. These fabrics provide structure while still allowing comfort and movement. In this design, we'll be sewing a dart that starts right from the armhole and goes down toward the tummy area. This helps shape the dress beautifully and gives it that sleek bodycon fit. Now, since this dress is sleeveless, there's a little trick to make the armhole fit perfectly, and I'll explain it in the next part of the video, so stay with me. This tutorial was actually made by request from one of you amazing viewers. And now it's your turn. If you have a unique idea, it's time to join the challenge. Drop a comment right now and tell me what tutorial you'd love to see next. Who knows? The next video might be exactly the one you asked for. But hurry, you only have 2 days to try your luck. To achieve a better fit and to prevent the fabric from gathering at the back, we add another dart here. It's a horizontal dart placed between the waistline and the armhole line. This adjustment smooths out the back and gives the dress a clean, professional finish. As I mentioned earlier, since this dress is sleeveless, the armhole needs to sit perfectly on the body. It shouldn't feel loose or baggy at all. To achieve that perfect fit, we add a dart at the back, placed right along the shoulder blade line. This little detail makes the dress hug the body smoothly and keeps the armhole looking neat and elegant. For this sleeveless V-neck bodycon dress, the fabric you'll need really depends on the size you're making. For smaller sizes like XS to M, you'll usually need about 1.5 meters of fabric if it's 150 centimeters wide. For medium to large sizes, L to XL, plan for around 2 meters. And for plus sizes, 2XL to 3XL, you'll want about 2.5 meters. This gives you enough fabric for a comfortable fit and proper pattern placement. Always remember, it's safer to buy a little extra than to run out halfway. Let's talk details. The neckline is a flattering V-neck, which elongates the neck and balances the silhouette. The dress is sleeveless, keeping the design sleek and minimal. There are no buttons or zippers visible at the front. It usually has an invisible zipper at the back. Decorations are kept simple, so the beauty comes from the clean lines and body-hugging shape. This model works well for different body types. For XS to M sizes, it highlights the curves beautifully. For L to 3XL sizes, it works great too, especially if you use a thicker, structured fabric that provides more support. After shaping the back pattern with these 3 darts to follow the natural curve of the body, you'll notice something interesting. At the lower part of the pattern, if you imagine the dress on the body, there's a little extra fabric that would stand away from the figure, almost like it's floating in the air. To fix this, we simply remove the excess. But here's the trick. Instead of making the dress tight in that area, we transfer the removed section to the side seam. This keeps the fit smooth, natural, and comfortable on the body. Now, along the center back line, from the hip line down to the hem, we're going to add a slit. This slit overlaps slightly and should be about 3 to 4 centimeters wide. It's not only practical, making it easier to walk and move, but it also gives the dress an elegant finish at the back. See, I love seeing where you're all watching from. Drop a comment and tell me which city or country you're watching this video from. Let's see how far our creative family reaches. Remember when I mentioned earlier that we'd need to make some adjustments for a better armhole fit in the front? Well, this is the moment. We add a 1.5 centimeter dart right at the front armhole to make sure it sits neatly on the body and doesn't gape. But wait, we're not finished yet. With the dart we added at the back shoulder line and this one at the front, the armhole has now become about 3 centimeters tighter in total. So what do? Here's the trick. We simply drop the armhole by 1 centimeter at the baseline. This balances everything out so the armhole feels comfortable and looks just right. This step is crucial. If you skip it, the armhole at the front and back will be too tight, and the dress will lose the comfort it's meant to have. This issue, one side of the dart ending up shorter, usually happens when people skip pattern making and cut directly on the fabric. You see, when you close and sew the dart, no matter how carefully you try, one side often doesn't match the other. That's exactly why I always say, pattern drafting saves you from mistakes. Because if you make an error, it happens on paper, not on your fabric. And correcting a line on paper is so much easier than ruining your fabric. And you know what? It happens to me too. I could have drafted this dart right at the beginning, but I totally forgot, and only later realized I had left it out during the design. That's another reason why drafting is so helpful. It lets you catch mistakes before you touch the fabric. Now it's time to adjust the facings for the neckline and the armhole because closing the dart has changed their shape. And since we also lowered the armhole by 1 centimeter, the facings need to match this new line as well. After that, we'll correct the back pattern and its facing too, so everything fits together perfectly. And remember, don't be afraid of making mistakes in pattern drafting. Every error you make is just part of the learning process. Mistakes are what lead to progress, creativity, and even innovation. Thank you so much for sticking with me till the end of this video. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please leave me a comment and hit that like button. This way, I can understand your style better and create future tutorials based on exactly what you love. Oh, and the basic pattern tutorial, plus another one I know you'll absolutely love, is right here.